Hello and welcome to this edition of the Monday Report for April 13th from Bordier. The recent sharp rise in energy prices is already reflected in the inflation figures. You can see here that US inflation for the month of March rose sharply to 3.3% year-on-year versus 2.4% in February, while core inflation, adjusted for typically volatile items like food and energy, remains contained at 2.6%. The problem is that economic agents, starting with the American consumer, are seeing the direct impact on their purchasing power. It's therefore no surprise that the University of Michigan Consumer Sentiment Index fell sharply from 53.3 in March to 47.6 for April. This is a level not seen in 50 years and is even lower than the 50 recorded in June 2022, which was also during an energy shock. Last week, markets nonetheless returned to risk-on mode following the announcement of US-Iranian talks. Equities and risk assets in general rebounded strongly, bringing US stocks close to break-even since the start of the year. European stocks are clearly in positive territory at nearly 4%, pushing emerging market stocks up over 10%. This rebound was interrupted by weekend discussions that failed to produce an agreement between the United States and Iran. But in our view, this doesn't jeopardize the scenario of a conflict resolution before the damage becomes irreparable for the economy and markets. Regarding our portfolios, we recently added Accor, one of the world's leading hotel groups. You can see here that the travel and leisure sector in gray has underperformed the market in yellow over the last 2 years. Accor in red is finalizing the transformation of its business model. The balance sheet has been shed of real estate assets, and the model has pivoted toward management and franchises, generating more visible and recurring revenue and improving return on equity, much like US benchmarks such as Hilton and Marriott. But this strategic shift is not at all reflected in valuation ratios, which are at a discount not only compared to direct peers, but even compared to their own historical average. This week will remain volatile in the wake of discussions and expectations surrounding the Middle East conflict, which we will review again next week. In the meantime, we wish you an excellent week. Thank you for your attention.